Hello and welcome to Don't Do This Guide, the channel where we help you avoid common gardening mistakes and grow like a pro. Now, for those of you new to the joys of gardening, there's no need to feel daunted. It's all about understanding the basics. And today, we're diving deep into the often overlooked world of soil. We want flavor, we want vitality, and that all starts from the ground up. If you're serious about getting the most flavor and vitality from your indoor herbs, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our Green Thumb community. Now, you might be thinking soil is just soil, right? Well, not quite. Soil is a living, breathing thing, a complex ecosystem teeming with beneficial bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms essential for healthy plant growth. Think of it as the gut of your garden, breaking down organic matter and releasing nutrients your herbs need to flourish. When we talk about indoor herbs, we're asking them to thrive in a somewhat artificial environment. They don't have the benefit of natural rainfall or the rich, fertile soil found in a well-established garden bed. The right soil provides the perfect balance of drainage and moisture retention, ensuring your herbs don't become waterlogged. Different herbs have slightly different preferences when it comes to soil. But regardless of the specific herb, one thing remains constant. Healthy soil equals healthy plants. The better the soil, the better your herbs will be able to absorb nutrients, fight off pests and diseases, and reward you with an abundance of fragrant, flavorful leaves. Now let's delve a little deeper into the distinctions between outdoor and indoor soil. Understanding these differences is crucial for the health and growth of your plants, whether they are in your garden or in pots inside your home. The soil in your garden has had years to develop its structure and composition, enriched by fallen leaves and decomposing organic matter. This natural process creates a rich, fertile environment teeming with beneficial microorganisms and earthworms that help aerate the soil. Indoor potting mixes, on the other hand, are specifically formulated to provide a good balance of drainage, aeration, and nutrient retention within the confines of a pot. These mixes often include components like perlite, vermiculite, and peat moss to ensure they meet the unique needs of potted plants. They're typically lighter and fluffier than garden soil, essential for preventing compaction and ensuring proper airflow to the roots. This is particularly important for indoor plants, which rely on these conditions to thrive in a limited space. One key difference lies in drainage. Outdoor soil benefits from natural drainage, while indoor pots rely on drainage holes and a well-draining potting mix. Using garden soil in pots can lead to soggy soil, suffocating the roots, and creating an environment ripe for root rot. This is because garden soil tends to retain more moisture than potting mixes, which can be detrimental in a confined space. Garden soil tends to have a higher concentration of nutrients due to the continuous cycle of decomposition and replenishment. This natural nutrient cycle supports robust plant growth and a healthy ecosystem. Potting mixes often come with a starter dose of nutrients, but these can get depleted over time. Regular fertilization is necessary to maintain the nutrient levels required for healthy plant growth in containers. When choosing soil for your indoor herbs, opt for a potting mix specifically designed for containers. These mixes are tailored to provide the right balance of nutrients, drainage, and aeration for potted plants. Remember, using garden soil in pots can do more harm than good. Stick with a high-quality potting mix that caters to the needs of container-grown plants. Now let's talk about the ideal soil composition for your indoor herb haven. A good potting mix for indoor herbs should mimic the conditions of fertile, well-draining soil found in nature. Firstly, we need a good foundation of organic matter like compost, coconut coir, or peat moss. Organic matter acts like a sponge, holding onto moisture and releasing it gradually to the roots. Next, we need something to enhance drainage, like perlite, which ensures that excess moisture drains away quickly. Vermiculite is another excellent ingredient, improving drainage and retaining some moisture and nutrients. A good rule of thumb is to aim for a mix that's roughly 40% organic matter, 30% perlite, and 30% vermiculite. Additionally, you can add a slow-release fertilizer to your potting mix to provide your herbs with a steady supply of nutrients over time. Look for fertilizers specifically formulated for herbs or vegetables. By combining organic matter, perlite, vermiculite, and a slow-release fertilizer, you can create a thriving environment for your indoor herbs to flourish. Now, for those of you who like to get your hands dirty, let's talk about making your own potting mix at home. It's easier than you might think, and it allows you to tailor the mix to your herb's specific needs. For this recipe, you'll need a few key ingredients. compost, coco coir, perlite, and vermiculite. Compost provides essential nutrients and improves soil structure. Coco coir offers excellent water retention and aeration properties. Perlite ensures that excess water drains away quickly, preventing soggy soil. Vermiculite helps retain moisture and nutrients. Use a simple ratio: 4 parts compost, 2 parts coco coir, 1 part perlite, and 1 part vermiculite. Gather your ingredients in a large container for mixing. Add the compost, coco coir, perlite, and vermiculite to your container, using the ratios mentioned above. Mix thoroughly until you have a homogeneous mixture, and there you have it, your very own homemade potting mix. Now you're ready to pot up your herbs and give them the perfect foundation for healthy growth. Now, even with the best intentions, it's easy to make mistakes when it comes to soil. Understanding these common pitfalls can save you a lot of time and effort in the long run. Overwatering. While herbs need consistent moisture, overwatering suffocates their roots. This can lead to root rot and other fungal diseases that can be detrimental to your plants. Always check the soil moisture before watering. Stick your finger into the soil up to your knuckle. If it feels dry, it's time for a drink. This simple test can help you avoid the common mistake of overwatering. Using the wrong type of soil. Avoid using garden soil in pots. It's too dense and doesn't provide adequate drainage for container gardening. Garden soil can compact easily, leading to poor root development. Stick to well-draining potting mixes specifically formulated for indoor herbs. These mixes are designed to retain the right amount of moisture while allowing excess water to drain away. Not replenishing nutrients. Over time, the nutrients in your potting mix will get depleted. This can lead to stunted growth and poor health of your herbs. Yellowing leaves can be a telltale sign of nutrient deficiency. It's important to recognize these signs early to take corrective action. Replenish the soil by feeding your herbs every few weeks with a diluted liquid fertilizer, or by incorporating slow-release fertilizer granules into the potting mix. This ensures a steady supply of nutrients, compacting the soil. Avoid pressing down on the soil too firmly when potting your herbs. Compacted soil can restrict root growth and reduce the plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients. Compacting the soil reduces air pockets, hindering drainage and making it difficult for roots to grow. This can lead to poor plant health and reduced growth. Gently firm the soil around the base of the plant, but leave it relatively loose. This allows for better air circulation and root expansion. Ignoring soil pH. Different herbs prefer slightly different soil pH levels. Maintaining the correct pH is crucial for nutrient uptake and overall plant health. Regularly test your soil pH using a simple testing kit and adjust accordingly using lime to raise the pH or sulfur to lower it. This ensures your herbs are growing in optimal conditions, not repotting when needed. As your herbs grow, their roots will eventually fill the pot, becoming root-bound. This can stunt their growth and reduce their productivity. If you notice roots circling the bottom of the pot or growing out of the drainage holes, it's time to repot into a larger container with fresh potting mix. This gives the roots more space to grow and access to fresh nutrients. By being mindful of these common mistakes, you can ensure your indoor herb garden flourishes. Happy gardening! Now let's talk about long-term soil care and how to keep your garden thriving year after year. Because maintaining healthy soil is an ongoing process that requires consistent effort. Regularly top dress with compost. Every few months, gently scrape away the top inch or two of potting mix and replace it with fresh compost. This simple step can make a big difference. This replenishes organic matter, introduces beneficial microorganisms, and provides a slow release of nutrients. Practice proper watering techniques. Avoid overhead watering, which can lead to fungal issues. Instead, water deeply and less frequently to encourage strong root growth. Mulch, mulch, mulch. Apply a thin layer of organic mulch like shredded bark or cocoa hulls around the base of your herbs. This helps retain moisture and suppress weeds. Rotate your herbs. Rotating your herbs can help prevent the buildup of pests and diseases, ensuring a healthier garden, and ensure that nutrients are used evenly across your garden beds. Keep an eye out for pests and diseases. Regular monitoring is key. Regularly inspect your herbs for any signs of pests or diseases. Early detection can save your plants. Don't be afraid to repot. It's essential for maintaining healthy roots. Over time, even the best potting mixes will break down and lose their structure, becoming less effective. If you notice the soil becoming compacted or waterlogged, it's a sign that it's time to repot your herbs into fresh potting mix. This will give them a new lease on life. By following these tips and paying attention to your soil's needs, you can create a thriving environment for your plants. You can ensure your indoor herb garden thrives for years to come, providing you with fresh, healthy herbs season after season. There you have it, the secrets to choosing and maintaining the best soil for your indoor herb garden. From understanding the vital role of soil to crafting your own potting mix and avoiding common pitfalls, you're well on your way to becoming an indoor herb expert. Remember, great herbs start with great soil. By providing your herbs with a nutrient-rich, well-draining, and healthy growing medium, you're setting the stage for an abundant harvest of flavorful and aromatic leaves. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about your favorite indoor herb. Happy growing!